Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So if you hear from the short, you already have a backstory. If not, the word was environment. And right underneath that, there was a pop-up that said understand it. And this is extremely true. To an extent, we can look at it on the face value that, hey, whether it is where we live, even the cleanliness of our space, if we're a hoarder, if we will, or infestations, all these types of things that may affect the energy, as well as where we work, who we associate with, who we interact with uh, on a daily basis, or that we're kind of forced to and we don't want to. But uh, understanding how this affects us. Is it moving us forward? Is it holding us back? The same token, we can justify. We can justify that this is the best situation for me right now, that this is benefiting me, and we have to be honest with ourselves of how this may be connected to a lack mentality, a fear, or a wounding of some type inside that we're justifying it through. The supporting angel number card here is a lucky break. The first line there says making intuitive choices. Well, we already know to one extent or another, or we're getting pushed, and we're not taking action on it yet, normally because there's a hesitancy of some sort. We're all out here seeking confirmations continuously to validate how we feel to before we make a decision, and we ask ourselves, uh, maybe we don't, but why don't I trust myself? Why can't I take this as ironclad that it's going to be okay, that this is the right thing to do? Well, because right now I'm justifying that I'm in a place of comfort, that change is change. And why do I want to change something? Is it the right thing? Is it going to benefit me? At the very bottom, it says getting what you want, but yet we're hesitant to do so. If we look at this as a job or a relationship, there is an exchange there to an extent. Uh, whether in the romantic aspect, maybe there's uh, an interaction as codependency, financial benefits, uh, physical interaction, sexual benefits, someone always being there to talk to, lean on, providing some sort of safety or comfort in that relationship, as well as, living in general, splitting bills, however you want to look at it. And yet there could be a lot of dysfunction and toxicity in that. Uh, maybe somebody's trying to grow while the other is not quite there yet and holding them back, or it is a cycle we may be in, and this is uh, keeping us stuck, but yet we see the exchange as still beneficial because it's filling some sort of a void, which is actually indirectly taking us further into the wound, if you will. Same type of thing in the job that we may be uh, overgrown our position or not being able to utilize our fullest potential. We can look at that in just about the majority of jobs in the corporate industry, but it's what we experienced before. It's what we know. It's what we have limited ourself to. And yet uh, we stay because this is what we see as feasible or possible, and it brings that paycheck, that type of stability, structure to our life. And by going out and starting something on our own or navigating that, our true creative aspect would change our identity, how we see ourselves. But yet we already know that we need to do something about it. Same thing with the housing situation, where we live may be energetically not so great. I feel uncomfortable in a way. How can I explain this better? It's like I don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. I don't feel like I'm saying the right thing. This energy, which would be making this decision, it would probably go against what is normal to us, what our identity in the past was. And yet we're meant for it. Normally, when uh, we're on the right path, so to say, there is no proof, there's no confirmation, there is uh, no checklist or checkpoints that are listed out that, hey, once I get here, oh, you're good. And then the next one, and then the next one. There's not going to be that because it's the unknown. And if we were in a place of comfort where we knew, we wouldn't be moving forward at all. So, how can you? Uh, I touched on this in the short. I don't think I said it here yet, but let's look at how we're always continuously seeking proof or validation, uh, truth in a decision, as we would be here watching this video. And to do so, it's going to bring us that confirmation, that reasoning that, hey, you're going to make the right decision. This is meant for you. This is where we're supposed to go. But you've already made the decision. The intuitive choice, it's already there. You already know what to do, but we won't. We haven't yet. I shouldn't say we won't. We will. Was past tense. So isn't the better way to look at it is we need to understand why we won't make the decision or why we haven't made the decision yet. When we already know what we want, where we want to go towards, or we know what we're gonna do, why haven't we yet? And when we betterly understand that, we understand where the resistance is, where the fear is, why we want to stay in the place that's comfortable, whether in that toxic relationship that we're not growing in, the work environment that we're not growing in, the housing situation that we're afraid to move away from, or that we won't be able to afford what's next, that would actually be much more healthier than ourselves. When I was transitioning for ourselves, sorry, when I was transitioning from the short to this video, something was coming through, and I really wanted to talk about it, and it had to do with placing value on anything and everything. So let's just go back to as a child, uh, playing find a rock, and we liked the way it looked. We placed value on that. No different than maybe an adult walking the beach and looking for shells, and there's hundreds of them, but one's special to them. We placed value on that. And it was kind of turning into, what if our value scale is off a bit? How we place value, which everyone's going to be different. We're going to place value on different things to benefit different aspects of ourselves that we may feel are lacking, or we have less than versus another aspect. Same thing in finding partners. I'm going to find the one that is a perfect balance to me, X, Y, or Z, however you want to look at it. When we're placing value on something, this is this justification in the mind of justifying the poorer treatment, or accepting less for a reward that we are placing on a high pedestal, and the reward is not as valuable in return for the negativity, or the less than energy exchange that we're giving up. This gets into, like every time I don't want to say settle, but it's not compensate, it's compromise for situations that aren't really for me, or benefiting me the best. I'm giving up a part of myself for this reward, whatever it is. That relationship, what are you getting out of it that it's not that great, but I'm getting this? What is that? Same thing with the job. I can't grow here. Every time I try to go forward, someone's gatekeeping, or withholding me, or I have more to give somewhere in my abilities for work, and I can't do that here. I'm giving that up for what? The paycheck, the stability, the insurance, the vacation I got from staying here this long. What is it connected to? That I know everything already? The same thing with the housing. I'd have to pack, I'd have to move, I'd have to be stressed out for that time and figure out how to do X, Y, or Z. I'm giving up a part of myself every time I do this because I'm valuing that comfort over my happiness or my fulfillment because I'm scared of this. Just touched on like this relationship. I'm scared of being alone. I'm scared of leaving that job and that stability. I'm scared of leaving this house for that stability. It's all about stability and comfort. And yet we know we're going to make this decision, or we should make this decision. And we're going to make this decision. And we want that trust and that validation to say, yes, it's the right thing to do. But instead, that's not really going to come because we're never going to feel ready. It's never going to be okay. It's never going to say, hey, everything's okay. The red carpet has rolled out. We have to make that decision. So instead, ask yourself, why won't I make that decision? What is that fear connected to? And let's get back to that scale or that balancing and look at the value of what I'm getting now. And we can compare that to that little bit of discomfort to go to that next place to get that value where it actually belongs versus how we're valuing what we're giving up to receive this so-called reward as of now. Don't really need the cards, but we'll see what else comes through here. Eight of Cups reversed, clinging to the past. Again, comfort, stability in line with how we're valuing it. If we were on a healing experience, whether it was largely expressed and understood, or just through time as growing and seeing things differently and analyzing, our experiences and working through that as time passed, our identity's changing, our belief is changing, our needs and wants change through this process. And what was in the past may have fulfilled a role. Even in a wounded space, relationships fill a role, jobs fill a role, living situations, habits, whatever it's connected, hobbies, fill a role during that period. But as we evolve or progress, they don't touch the same place because we're not there anymore. We are evolving. We need more. We are constantly seeking more, whether it's knowledge or consuming or whatever it's connected to. We are evolving. And uh, the past was comfortable for that version, but that version is not you anymore. You're not in that space anymore. But it's all we ever knew. So it is easy to go back and grab a hold of it or see it as comfort. And the unknown, that right path, won't be paved out yet because you don't fully know us. Knight of Swords, swift action. This is going back to why are we not taking the action? And we're looking for that confirmation to say, hey, it's okay, go do it. It's clear, you're going to be fine. But majority of the time, we're never going to get that. And that's why I led with, let's look at why we're not doing it. What is the hesitation? And through that process, we have that epiphany, we have that understanding, and we can take action. We got the Four of Cups. Apathy. This is being in this space of nothing's filling me the way that it used to. The relationship, the job, the living area. We're just looking at large places of stability here. It's not doing its job as it did in the past because we've evolved. We're growing out of it. It's not where we're at anymore. It served a purpose then, but we were in that comfort for however long, and we're still viewing it as comfort, but it's not going to move us forward. We get in that, I don't want to call it a loop, but a standstill, stagnation of a type that everything and anything I did do doesn't touch the same. It's not filling that void. And I don't want to say void as in uh, something's missing. It may feel that way, but it's yeah, it's just not what it was. Seven of Swords reversed. We're looking at consequences, and this is underneath making intuitive choices, the angel number card. And it comes down to us. How much longer we wait, we hesitate, we hold back from making the decision we're already going to make at some point. We stay in this place. We stay in this feeling, this emotion, possibly destructive environment, whether romantic or work-related, even housing. We're going to be in that rain cloud, if we will, if it is that drastic. If not, we're going to continuously be in this repeating motions of life that we deemed as comfort and isn't really comfort anymore. The Knight of Cups, inspired pursuits. This is going after it. This is underneath clinging to the past. These are two worlds we have here, and we don't know what is there or what's coming. But we know whatever we're in right now isn't doing it. Whether it's everything, all the types of stability, or one, it's time. And we can throw everything away and remove everything from our life. And sometimes starting over is a good place to be, but being reminded that, hey, whatever's in here is coming with. We can change everything, but whatever's in here is still here. So, be mindful of that if we are in a place that we might be carrying a lot. But we'll leave that there. The star reversed, lack of faith. Underneath swift action. This is this validation, this confirmation that we all are. I don't want to point fingers here. We all look for this validation to some extent or another, whether it is just in basic interaction with people. If we have a problem with something, we tell people about it, and they're going to validate our emotions, or at least we're seeking that. We are thinking about things a lot. This is this whole co-creation, the mirror. Everything that I am inside is going to be presented to me outside. It's the reflection. I'm seeking this proof that everything's going to be okay if I make this decision. And nothing's showing me that. And it's not going to. Because I have to believe that. Whatever I believe is going to be true. And I don't want to say the situation we're in is like really, really bad, but ask yourself, can anything be better than what we're going through right now? Other than comfort? It has to be. But understanding that this has met its limit, or this has given me all it can, and I want more, I deserve more, I want to experience more, I'm ready for more, is the moving point. But understanding why I don't want to go towards that. It's there for us. It always is. But why don't you want to take that step? What's holding you back? What are you most afraid of losing? It's always the best question. Ten of Pentacles, family abundance. It didn't really come off as that we're most afraid of losing that, but I'd imagine most people are. And I don't think we're in a place that's up for grabs. It initially gave that this is what we would be moving towards. Fulfillment. The further aspect of the growth from the process. The hardest thing letting go of here is the comfort found in whatever it is and the stability that was the old identity, was the old self that can't come forward. And we really can't bring that with because it's met its limit. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to make the decision. And the longer we wait, uh, the more it stays the same. It's a scary step to go towards whatever it is, and we can try to plan everything perfectly, but that's just a type of control for us to feel safe. I'm not saying go off on a whim and jump, but at the same token, uh, when we know why we're afraid to do this, we can talk ourselves through it. We can be that coach for ourselves to get through that, hey, I'm feeling uncomfortable because I have this struggle inside, or I'm feeling uncomfortable because I really enjoyed interacting with this a person when I felt X, Y, or Z. When we understand why we're afraid, we can walk into that fear a lot easier. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you need any more help with it, check out oceanprizes.com. See ya.